God, what's up, y'all? Come on in the room. What's on? Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Order in the court. Order in the court. Come on in the room. You want to get on here? You shy?
No, I'm just gonna let you do your thing.
Hold on, y'all. Let me go and get it down. What the topic is, because I'll be on all over the place. Order in the court. All arise. Today's topic is going to be about why we can't get along as a people. Why there is so much hate, so much anger in the world, and how to be happy. What's up? What's up? What's up? I like when she said, you already know. This is Spots to the Rocks. Hold on, y'all. We finna get into this thing. We finna learn some stuff on today. Just give me one sec. Okay. The first one we're gonna talk about is the different kinds of demons. And we're talking about the worldly demons, spiritual demons, demons that happen to us, to people right now. Okay. I was laying. I'm the one that attacked me the most is sloth. You know, like laziness, kind of procrastination, not having the energy. And so what I said, Rox, you're gonna have to find out what's taking your happiness. You're gonna have to find out what's taking your energy. So that's the reason why I always encourage people to like do one-on-one connections with themselves, because you can go see a counselor, you can go see a therapist, but there's nothing like doing it one-on-one counseling with yourself, because when you do the one-on-one counseling with yourself, you are able to cry, you are able to talk without being judged, you are able to in that moment forgive yourself. You are able to do more things that you can do with yourself than a counselor and therapy. And so I'm the type, whenever I'm around the house, I always like to hurry up and read some, or I pick up the Bible. So when I picked it up yesterday, I don't know how I got on that page, but it said what are the 9 oh, I know what I looked up. I wanted to learn what was the meaning of, what was the Last Supper all about. And from me reading, from my understanding that I got out of it, it was saying the Last Supper was about Jesus. It was about his forgiveness to mankind. You know, he died for our sins. And it was basically for our sins, and letting us know that we can be forgiven. It was really basically about, him dying for our sin and us being forgiven. So that's what led me to pick up the Bible yesterday. And so as I kept scrolling, I said, how much do this juice's phone get? Okay, so as I kept scrolling, it was more on that page. And what was on the page, it said, what are the 9 demons, worldly demons? It's more than 9. It's like 12 of them. So I said, what are the 9 demons that we deal with, as a people? And it said pride are one. Envy, wrath, sloth, greed, gluttery. That mean gluttery like you just sitting there eating just to be eating. You get what I'm saying? You just, you know, like one of them people, they be so depressed, they just sit there and eat just to be eating. And moving on, lust. And the last one that popped up was vengeance. You know, it's really, these are really important. It was a good thing that I seen this, because, you know, when you know, you know. But when you don't know, you don't know. And what we don't know can really truly hurt us and have an impact on our life, because not knowing something is worse. It is almost important as knowing something. But knowing something is better than not knowing something, because at least you got a chance to stand up for yourself and more power. But when you don't know, when you lack information and lack knowledge, that's, you know, that's pretty fucked up. So, you know, when you don't know, you don't know. And that don't mean that you dumb. That just might mean that you hadn't had time for whatever reason to find out. So, you know, on my channel and what I do over here, sometimes I come live, sometimes I just upload a video. And that's basically what I do on here. Sometimes I come live, sometimes I might upload a video. I've been on a hunt these last 2 years to find out what I want to do. Behind the scenes, when I'm not on here, I've been thinking about doing a non-profit. A part of me wants to do a for-profit. If I do a non-profit, I want to do something for the elderly, or I want to do something with children. So I do need 3 people that is serious about, you know, making a change in the community. Whether it be like, you know, a nursing facility for elders, to show them that, you know, in their last stages in their life, you know, that they can still have happiness. Because we have a lot of nursing homes that's around, but, you know, it's, all of them are different. And so if I ever was to have one, I would let them know that you can still have fun. You know, just have your organization different from the other organization. Make them stand out and set them apart. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, something like that. So, yeah, it's a lot of people that, you know, staying on track, staying focused, though. You know, they got their nursing home set up real nice, you know, where people can come in and get they have people come in to do their hair, nails, and all of those stuff too. Not saying that they don't. I'm just saying, I'm just letting you know that if you are serious about being a part of an organization, being part of a company, that's not something that's going to happen overnight. But just let me know, because I'm very serious. Now, sometimes, you know, I'm rock, so sometimes you're going to see me play. Sometimes you're going to see me be real serious. Sometimes you might see me upload a skit. You'll get a lot out of me by not judging me. Because to know me is to really love me. But if you judge me, you're not going to understand me. Because you're going to be like, hold on. I just seen her with long hair this day. And now she got short hair this day. So it's a lot to me. You see what I'm saying? It's like, it's so many sides of me. So that's why I said, you getting to know me, you will be able to understand me a lot better, because I'm kind of real fast and I do a lot of things at one time. Like right now, I take care. I'm working on, you know, taking care of fostering. I do a lot of things. I study nonprofits. I study credit. I study the Bible, and then I'm a mother, and then I study business academics. So, you know, I'm never just in one bunch. So don't judge me. You'll get a lot out of me by trying to understand me. I'm not for everybody, because I don't care to be accepted and liked. I hate to learn it, because if you don't never learn that not to care about what people think of you, you're going to always have a hard time in life anyway, because you have to realize that being a people pleaser is going to take a whole lot out of you, and it can be detrimental, right? So I hate to get out of that because it had led me to being very depressed. And I don't know if I look like what I've been going through this last week, but that's why I said you don't want to be a people pleaser, because it takes a whole lot trying to please somebody. You know, it's best to try to figure out who you are and figure out what's your pros and your cons, And believe it or not, I found out a lot about my pros and my cons when I looked up my horoscope. Even though the Bible tells us, not to look up, don't be so into our horoscopes and stuff like that. You still gotta have common sense before you read any book. You got to still have your common sense too. You know what I'm saying? You can't just pick up a Bible and say, oh, I'm going to be this way because, this, I'm getting some shorts on. I got to talk. See, I'm being myself. I was going to come on here and say, girl, you can't go in there like that. You talking about the Bible, but you got to be yourself because people going to understand you. And the ones that can't, I'm not for you. I don't know what else to tell you. You see what I'm saying? Just like I wanted to put my do-rag on so my wig can feel tight on my head. She like, nah. My daughter like, nah, don't put that on. Don't put that on. Please, that don't look right. People want to judge you. And people want to judge you, but they don't want to take time out to get to know you. And who fault is that? And who does it hurt? Nobody in the end, but the person on the other side, right? Because you got to make sure that you judge. You do. That's a good thing to judge people and judge them very well. But you got to know when to judge a person, and you got to know when to judge them very well because sometimes. The reason why I say you got to know when to judge a person, when to judge them very well, is if they trying to be with you, come into your life and be your wife or your husband or something like that. But just somebody, uploading a video or something like that, you don't have to do all that. But some people, they judge too fast and they don't try to get to know a person. What I do, I try to get to know a person first, and then that's when I judge them if I feel like now it's time that I need to make judgment, which I'm gonna have to go and make a judgment anyway, because you can't just let everybody in your life, right? Yeah. So the topics of the day that I have for us is, why can't we get ahead and along as a people? And the other two topics that I have is why there's so much anger in the world in today, and how to truly be happy. I'm gonna start with the one on how to truly be happy. This is how I found my happiness in my life. It's real easy to get back sidetracked, down, depressed. It's very easy to get back to your old ways. And that's why I encourage everybody to keep them some money in their pocket and keep them a spiritual tool, whether it be just meditating or whether it be, this a tattoo, y'all. Whether it be meditating, whether it be belief, faith, and discernment, Christianity, Buddha, whatever religion tools you choose. I just feel like religion is something that's good to have, so you will be able to have something to connect to, because the reason why everybody want to feel connected to something, and everybody want to be accepted. We can't say we don't. That's just like my daughter. She's always with me, but the minute that she leave away from me, I do feel an energy shift. I feel the energy that happens within me when certain people have been around me my kids have been around me, and then all of a sudden they might leave and go off to their relative house for a week or something, and then I'm all alone. You do feel that. And so that's why I want to, come on here, and I want my videos to be like a guide to help people, that's coming behind me or that's already my age, And this the reason why I make my videos, because I know somebody, they'll help somebody. I don't know who they might help, but they're going to help somebody. But I just feel like, y'all, we basically have to just do our time here. Whether you know it or not, the moment that you, oh, okay, I got somebody on here. Because for a minute, I'm like, am I live? Hey, Brian, what's up, cuz? So, whether you know it or not, you in a game. You know what I'm saying? The moment that you were born and you came out your mama womb, you in a game. Not a game like gang, but a game. And so some people feel like life is a game. But it depends on how you look at life and how you live your life. Life don't have to be a game. But then it sometimes, it depends on who you dealing with, you know, you have to know how to play the game. It's different kinds of games to play. And that's the reason why, you know, a lot of people are just not going to never find their wife. Or a lot of women not going to never find their husband, because it's your perception. How do you see life from your eyes? How do you see life from your heart? But the wise know to not look at. You cannot live this life and live a healthy life looking at this life from your heart. If you want to have a good life and you want to have a healthy life and a wealthy life, you're going to have to look at this life right here with your mind, because the heart is going to always be vulnerable and soft, and you want to, it's too many emotions when it comes down to the heart. And when you make decisions with your heart, you're gonna make some decisions that you wish you would have never made, because you was looking at it from the place of what you felt and what was not real. Just like me, I said, well, my heart said I want to come on here and I want to talk to people, right? But my mind said, you got to do what you got to do and what you need to do. You can do more and get more information if you get in your other book, my business book, right? So my heart wanted to share my brain and my information. So I did this. And so sometimes, you know, it's okay to, you know, think with your heart, but you just got to know how and when to do it. Now, I don't mind coming on here talking with, you know, using my heart like that. But like, far as being vulnerable and allowing myself to get vulnerable with people, no, not going to happen. Because it always turns out bad when we let our heart down with people. And that's the reason why some people, they're going to have a hard life, because they don't want to hear people talk real. They want to see people entertain and foolishness. And then they say, I don't want to hear that. So when you say you don't want to hear that, that means you have blocked the lesson. You have blocked your lesson and your blessing. Because now what a person tried to tell you and share with you that they already been through, you feel they have to suffer and feel it and go through it, what this person was already trying to share with you and experience. That's why God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can listen. I'd rather be the person on the other side of the video watching me, because I like to learn and listen. So what other way to get a person to find out a person's brain or IQ level is to listen to them talk and to read their book. That's the only way you're going to find out how smart a person is and what's on their mind. Either you watch their video or you read their books. That's the reason why it's very important to watch as many intellectual videos and read as many books as you can. You know, knowledge is very powerful, because like I told y'all, we be living life so fast. We don't have time to reset. We don't have time to meditate. We don't have time to breathe. And you feel like, I don't have the time to do it. But you have to make time. You have to make time to say, what's hurting me? Why do I feel like this? Why? Why do I feel like I can't be successful? What's stopping me from being successful? And the only thing that's stopping us is us. Because it be our mind. We think we need this person's support. We think this is going to feel. It just be all bad thoughts. But yeah, y'all, I'm not gonna be on here long. I've been on here for like 10 minutes now. I'm not gonna be on here long because, you know me, I am a nerd and I have to put in some applications. So I just wanted to come on here, you know, to let y'all know that when you were born, and the moment that you were born and came into this world, be ready and be prepared. Always be prepared, because life is about the unexpectancy. You know, unexpectancy and preparing for the unexpectancy. A dude had said that a long time ago. He said, you know, you have to prepare for the unexpectancy. And I'm like, what you mean by that? It don't make no sense. But it's true. A lot of things that we don't want to hear And a lot of things that don't make no sense. When people say it, then it happened to you, then you're like, oh, that's what they was talking about. And so, yeah. But I feel like it's a whole lot of unexpectancies don't have to occur in our life if we prepare and if we take initiative not to put, if we, integrity is the strongest thing that we have. What we won't do or will do when someone is looking is who we really are. That's what integrity is. What you won't do and won't do when no one is looking, that is you. So you have to get some integrity in your life. You have to get power in your life. You have to find out what your spiritual tools is. It's a lot of people want to tow guns. Fine, cool, it's good to have this scrap. It's cool. But if you got a gun and you ain't got your spiritual tools, you still don't have nothing, because you can't take it everywhere. You can't take a gun inside of a hospital. You can't take a gun inside of a jail. You can take your brain. The only thing you can take in with you is your brain, your mind, your body, and your soul. So that's why it's important to have spiritual tools. You got to have the spirit of discernment, the ability to be able to judge well. That's supposed to be the first spiritual tool you have. And that's the reason why a lot of people get hurt, because they want love, but they don't want to get their spiritual tools. How you gonna have love in a relationship and you don't even have the ability to judge well? How? It's not possible. It's not gonna happen. And it can happen, but you're gonna find yourself in more shit than love, the love that you want, because everybody know when shit get on you, that shit stink. And who gonna keep on stepping in the same shit in the same spot that they just got out of? Once the person show you something one time, you have to believe it. So that's the reason why I say discernment is going to be your favorite tool once you lock it in and get it down packed. Because there's a lot of people, they're going to get, they don't have to, but if they don't get discernment in their life, and discernment is something that should be taught at the age of 2 years old, 1 year old, you give a child time to breathe, come into the world. But discernment is something that got to be taught like as a baby. You got to know how to judge well, because, people play real nice. They come in your life nice. I love you. I'm your friend. But you don't feel it, because you're thinking, oh, they love me. They my friend. He's really here. She's really here to support me. You don't feel it because you don't have discernment. And when you don't have the discernment, you're not allowing yourself to feel or look at them person or judge them, because you don't even know nothing about judging this person. You just say, oh, yeah, come on in. You're my friend. You're my family. No, everybody around you, you have to ask yourself, God, show me the heart of everybody that's connected to me. And when you show me the heart of everybody that's connected to me, I know it's going to hurt what I feel and what you show me. But I need to know so I can know how to address and how to be according with them. And I need to know so I won't be overstepping my boundaries with these people. I won't be giving them a level of 10 when it's nothing but a level of 2 that's due. And that's the reason why a lot of people be heartbroken, because they lack wisdom. They lack discernment. I don't have all the answers. Just like on yesterday. Even though I knew this and I read it before, but when depression kick in and when it set in, everything is like when depression comes, whenever it happens to you, even though you know all this wisdom, all this stuff, you got the Bible from the back of your head, you got the street sense, you got all the street sense in the world, you got all the money in the world, but can't none of that stuff replace how you feel. So I want to learn how to manage my emotions. But you can manage your emotions, but you got bullshit people still around you. Whether it be kids, whether it be a barking ass dog, whether it be your motherfucking, it can be some motherfucking neighbors playing a loud ass radio. You got to learn, also ask God to help you to block out the spirits that's around you. And that's a hard motherfucking thing. That's the hardest one. You gonna manage emotion before you manage spirits. Managing them spirits. Whew. Imagine having to go to work with a lousy, drowsy, ratchet, low down for no reason co-worker. And you like, God, I'm here. I got to be here. But can you just help me to block out this angry spirit over here on the side of me because I don't want to feel it. But I have learned that whatever we practice and keep practicing, you do get better. Because the things that I'm studying, I'm getting so better and better and better in it. You know, you go in, you be like, I don't know how to cut hair. You just keep practicing. I don't know this. And you keep reading, you gonna get it. Because whatever you keep practicing in, you get better in. But I just feel like, you know, you got to find out, in order to be happy, you got to cry. You got to cry. You got to allow yourself to cry. Yes, I'm talking about cry. I'm talking about like, that will work for me. You got to find out what works for you. Going in the back of your yard, shooting a pistol in the ground might be your way of healing. But crying about my situation is a way that I heal. You got to figure out how you want to heal. It might be, you know, going out there find up some firecracker, and hearing the explosion, or just going in the backyard, and taking a deep breath. But I just feel like crying is a way of talking when your soul is so hurt that you can't even talk. You know, that's the reason why you cry, because you just cried out. Then you'll be surprised how better you feel. I'm talking about when I go and I cry, I feel much better. It had me a little drowsy, but I be feeling much better. Like, it don't be hurting me no more. Whatever I'm going through, it don't be feeling the same way, you know, that it felt before. Cause I'm like, okay, I cried about this person. I cried about this situation. I cried about my relationship with, you know, would it be, you know, sister, brother, cousin, whoever the person is you crying about, whatever the dilemma you crying about. It's like each cry, you ain't gonna keep feeling that same level of 10. It's gonna go down from 10 to like 1. Yes. So we first have to, in order to be happy, we first have to find out what's stopping us from being happy. And if it's nothing that we can do about the situation, we just have to realize that life goes on. But I realized that over these last weeks, I have learned the tools to success, and it's formulas that we have to use to be successful. And no one teaches us. We have to find out all this stuff on our own. Like, I can give you so much of my brain and what I know right now, or come back over the period of videos. But what I have learned is, like, watching people, you know, I'll listen to them, and they are supposed to be teaching. And say for instance, they teaching nonprofits. They say, well, hey, I'm going to tell you where to go get a grant. I'm going to tell you where to go get these grants. I said, okay, I'm going to click on them, see what they're talking about, see if they're going to tell me where to go get the grants. Hey, I don't watch them. Constantly going back. Haven't found out no information, nothing but blood clot, bullshit. But they telling you where to go get some grants, but it's like crumbs. It's not the real information that you really need to go get the grants. So when you go do your own research, you finding out more things that they didn't tell you. It's not that they didn't tell you because they intentionally didn't tell you. Sometimes they might just didn't know. Maybe they resource was these little resources that they gave you, and that's probably all. But I realized that if you really truly want to know something, you really have to do your own research and whatever that you're trying to do, because it's not that they holding back information. It's just that we can't think somebody better than us because of how they look, what kind of car, whatever the situation may be. You are always the top dog. You got to know that. You got to know that nobody's not better than you, because when you allow to give somebody power, God told you not to give man power and not to put and praise nobody, you know, but him. So you thought they were better than you because they already in the business, and you know, you have to pay for it. You know, lack of knowledge. That's the reason why I encourage everybody to do their Bible study, so we'll know these things. Because I forgot. You know, I be living. You living. Whether it be driving, taking care of being, paying groceries, whatever the doing, you're going to forget some of this stuff. So yesterday, when I had wanted to learn what was the Last Supper about, I learned that. And like I told y'all in the beginning of the video, I told y'all what I learned about that. You know, it was this way of letting us know that we will always be, you know, forgiven. You know, we come to him and he died for our sins. And then even in when he was on the Last Supper, he knew, you know, it's gonna always be somebody that go against the grain. So it's very important. Like that Bible gonna be your best friend. It's gonna be your resource to everything. You know, through your depression and everything. It's not a time that I didn't open up my Bible that I felt better after reading it, because you know it's your doctor. It's really like your doctoring. You know what I'm saying? You can't work on your body, but it can stop you from going through certain things in life. But like I had told y'all, the 9 demons was pride, lust, sloth, greed, vengeance, and so on. And like I said, I had forgot them. You know, even though I got them written down right here, you living, you studying this, you doing this. And like I said, depression is going to come, because they say our days here are going to be short in sorrow. And life is not long. So if you don't want to get hurt, want to have a healthy life, and want to have a good life, I advise you not to look for love, not to want love. Be ready for anybody that's connected to you, whether they be your dog, your pet, your child, your mom, whoever. You got to realize that, baby, they turned on Jesus. When they was at the Last Supper, they were whispering. He letting them know, you know, I love y'all, and I'm finna do this for y'all. But you had one. He whispering, already plotting to kill him, because sometimes you can be whoever you gonna be, but that's why they tell us to get us somebody that's equally yoked. That means we are partners. We are meant to be, because we see things the same way. You can't be this way and want your wife to be this way. You got to get somebody who understand you and who think like you. That way y'all are equally yoked. Y'all it's just meant for y'all to be. You know, and a whole lot of stuff can be avoided. But moving on. I think the last topic we're gonna talk about is, both of these kind of sound the same. I wrote down how to be happy. Why there's so much anger in the world. Why we can't get along as people. I don't even know if I want to talk about them too. Let me see. I think it's something else I want to talk to y'all about. I just want to let y'all know that we're born in a world, and we're born in a world to do our time. And you can make your time here on earth very nice. It can be very pleasant. You can be rich. You can be poor. It's the choice is totally up to you. It's totally up to you, because you got to really learn your laws and your knowledge. That's why they say seek the kingdom of heaven, and everything will be added to you. And the kingdom of heaven is God's word. And if you don't know the word, then you a fool, because certain things are gonna pop up in your life, certain dilemmas, certain times, and you're not gonna know what to do. You got to know that word before you can seek your business. You got to get that. You got to get an understanding, because the word gonna let you know who the snakes is when you go to talking to different business people. You're gonna know. You're gonna already have your discernment. You're gonna already have your knowledge. That's the first certificate you got to give yourself. It's a certificate of the wisdom. No, don't nothing happen overnight. And a lot of us want this, but it's gonna take some time. God got to slow cook you. He got to slow cook us. He can't just let us run out there in that traffic like that. He got to take you down through some stuff and get you, let you know, okay, well, I'm using you for example, Brian. Well, you know, you had this altercation. You've been through this. You have already conquered this. And a person like you went through that, and you got over that. Oh, you probably can get over some more things then. If you got over that, then that's another check by your name. That means that's the making of you. You cried. You had a divorce. You had promotion at your job. You lost your wife. You had a wreck. Your car was stolen. All this happening to one man. But see, it's the making of you, how you handle your situation and how you handle a situation. You got to have a good feeling, and you got to stick with that good feeling. Your gut feeling ain't lying. Your gut feeling ain't gonna lie to you. Your gut feeling ain't gonna lie to you. Your gut feeling is not gonna lie to you. And that's the reason why you can't go against yourself for nobody, because people gonna try to make you feel like you're crazy. They'll tell you in a heartbeat, I love you. I like you. I want to be with you. But your gut feelings say, he a hoe. She a hoe. They say, I know hoe. But your gut feeling have already told you who this person is. Your gut feeling have already told you who this person is, right? So you let your guards down. You say, hey, I'm going to give them a chance. I don't want to believe that about this person. I like this person. So you let your guards down. You give them a chance. You give them a person a chance. And then you say, oh, my gut feeling had told me. We got to trust that gut feeling, babe. No money in your pocket, but you got discernment. That's your money right there. Your discernment is your money. Okay, God, I don't have a dime to my pocket. What do I need to do? Do I need to go this way or do I need to go that way? And the ability to judge well gonna let you know which way to go. Come on, somebody. I hope I'm helping somebody. Family, you're gonna have to realize that even your own children, you got to know how to deal with every human being on this earth. You cannot allow no one to hurt you. I'm telling you from my experiences. I'm through letting people hurt me because of who they are, a relationship to me. No, it's not going to happen anymore. You got to make up your mind to say enough is enough. You got to put your foot down and say, I love me. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to be happy. I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. And you have to mean it, because the word might not never tell you deserve it. The person that you love might not never tell you deserve it. The apology that you want and that you deserve and that you need, you might not never get. That love that you want, that unconditional love, you might not never get. Some people go through life, partner after partner, looking for love. Do not do that. Do not do that. God is giving me this word to give to you on today. Do not go through life looking for love. If you go through life looking for someone to step in and love you, you are going to have a lifetime of pain. You got to love yourself. The love that you want from somebody, if it's going to come, it's going to come. But don't look for it. Don't seek it. Don't make that the top of your Don't make that the top of your priority. The top of your priority should be becoming a woman, becoming a man, becoming the wife, becoming the husband that you need to be, while you still single. That way when your partner come, you kind of have some things in place and enough power and enough knowledge and wisdom to properly love them, because you properly love yourself. And when you properly love yourself, it ain't gonna matter who go or who stay, because you properly love yourself. So when you properly love yourself, you ain't gonna really just feel so abandoned, so of need of love, so in need of love, because God is love. And that's the reason why so many people have so many problems in life, because we see the word right in front of us. We see it right in front of us. But lust is lust, and we want what we want. We want lust. And we got to realize that if you don't learn how to sacrifice, everything comes with a price. Whether I say, okay, I'm not going to come on here. I'm going to go in here and make some press on nails. I had to sacrifice not making my prayer. I had a choice. Go in here and practice on my nails. Oh, come on here and do this. Everything is a sacrifice. And I truly believe that you're going to be rewarded in due time for the work that you do. Because if you sacrifice, that's the formula to success. You gotta ask yourself, why am I not successful? Why I don't have no clothing store? Why I don't have no boutique? Why I don't have it? I know the reason why I don't have it. I don't have it because I'd rather go in my kitchen and do what I want to do. You know, make some shrimp fried rice. And to be a business owner, that means I got to be up there at the mall. I got to be up there on the clock. So we know the reason why we not successful. But until you get by yourself and ask yourself questions, you're not going to get to know yourself. Y'all, I'm just kicking it with y'all for a minute, stopping through. I ain't going to hold y'all up. I'm finna get ready to get off of here. I hope y'all enjoyed me because I enjoyed y'all. But, and yeah, before I go, I wanted to tell y'all that, I think I told y'all in another video, but I don't know if I uploaded it. Go type up on Google, what is my rising sun? And you'll find out a lot about yourself, not just through your rising sun, your horoscope, but you can ask your horoscope, what is the pros and cons of a Gemini? And everything that it told me, it was accurate. Like, it told me that I'm indecisive. It told me that it told me a lot about myself, and everything that it's pretty much said, it said that you're indecisive, you're a scientist, and I am a scientist because I be studying so much stuff. I be studying like aliens, why this happened, how much they get paid for housing inmate. That's why I be trying to tell people, you don't want to go to jail, baby. You're going to help them make some money. They make $350,000 off each inmate if the inmate stay a year. So you better know that it's power in patience, y'all. Like, for real, don't be rushing yourself. Don't be beating yourself up. And love yourself, because looking for love from another person, that's detrimental. Like, for real, that's a big job, and then it's a gamble. So you really have to figure out who you is and who you want to be. But a lot of you can find you a good wife and a good husband, but you gonna need discernment first, so you will know if they proper or not. Because a lot of people, they not gonna have no one because they want to play games, and then they feel like I'm gonna say that video. Because I'm pretty ready to get off here. But y'all had a ball talking with y'all. And yeah, check out your horoscope and find out a little more about yourself through your horoscope. Because your horoscope, and ask it to say, what, like me, I'm a Gemini. And so I said, who is a Gemini enemy? And so sometimes you shouldn't date a certain person. If they said, okay, a Capricorn is a Gemini enemy. They said you and a Capricorn do not get along at all. At all. So therefore, I know now not to be around a Capricorn, but I'm not just gonna take it that personal, but I'm gonna take it like, I'm gonna look at it like, okay, you've been warned, so it's not like you don't know. But that don't mean, like, if I see a Capricorn at the store or something like that, and I say, you a Capricorn? And she say, yeah, I'm a Capricorn. Or he say, I'm a Capricorn. I'll be like, oh, no, he a Capricorn. Let me get away from him. No, I just know what to expect, So it just give you a little, let you know what to expect. And then, it told me that, it told me the things that I might do in life, the different business that I might do in life. And, so it just tell you about your rising sun, meaning like Mercury is my rising sun, and I really just need care to keep studying. It really wasn't important to me about no stars and none of that. I just wanted to know what they was going to say and was they going to be accurate about the things that I'm into and my pros and cons. And they got my pros and cons right and told me who my enemy was. So I don't really too much know about the rising sun and how it affect my life, but they were saying that if you find out what time you were born, then it'll help you too. But the only thing I cared about was knowing who I need to be around, as far as what zodiac sign that I didn't get along with, or who don't like me. That's all I cared about. But I hope y'all get something out of this video, and I wanted y'all to get the message of the video was that we come into this world, and as long as you go through life, you're gonna have problems. You know, don't think that living is going to be easy. Living is hard. Living is going to be detrimental. Living is going to require you to live and put some muscle in it, because if you don't prepare yourself to be heartbroken, disappointed by the people that you love the most, disappointed by your children, yes, you're going to be fucked up. You're going to be motherfucking crazy if you don't learn to love yourself and say, hey, I don't care who I lose no more in my life. I love myself, and I'm not letting none of them hurt me, whether it be a pet, cat, rat, motherfucking dog, child. You're going to have to really realize that in order to make it to the end and endure to the end, you're going to have to put yourself first. You're going to have to put yourself first and be prepared to lose anybody, because you got to realize there's 3 kind of people in this world: debt collectors, bill collectors, and time collectors. And you pour out so much into your children, hoping that they will love you, hoping that all your time won't go in vain, that you took years and decades to raise them. But sometimes you have to, if you are not prepared for life and don't want to learn your laws and don't want to take time and patience to learn the laws. The Bible is the laws and the covenant given to us so we can have an easy road. And if you don't want to take time to learn, then you have to get the whipping, the beating, the deceit that come with it, not learning. I hope y'all got something out of it. See y'all later. Bye.